Well, Eric's 62 Chevy pickup has been sitting for about a year and it's a bit dusty. So, but that's kind of okay because we're going to be taking all this apart and pulling that engine out. We'll be rebuilding that engine or putting in a crate engine. We're going to redo the electrical. I'm going to line up those doors a little bit more. And you can see even the inside of this was pretty dusted out. So now we're going to get started on stage number 2. We're going to get a 1977 front end in there. It's going to give us disc brakes and this and that and the other. We're going to put in dual master cylinder. I'll show you how to run brake lines. Man, it's got a bunch of stuff. So y'all stay tuned, you hear? So we're going to pull this in and get coolant all over the floor. So what we'll do before we pull something in is we'll go ahead and drain our coolant, and we're going to wash all this off, obviously, and then we'll get it inside and it'll be a little bit cleaner and easier to work with. So we're going to start on the 62 today. And what we're going to do is just take our front end apart and get our engine and tranny out of there. We're going to get the front suspension out of there so that we can get our new suspension with disc brakes and power steering up on there. What we're going to need to do is take off the cowls here so we can get to the fenders. We've got a couple of bolts at the bottom and a couple of bolts at the top. And what we're going to do is take the hood off, the cowls off, and then this whole entire front end is just going to lift off. And we'll pull it out of the way, and then when we put it on, it'll be a lot easier too. So that's what we got going today. Okay, so we got a couple of bolts here. We got one down on the bottom. We got a couple right here. There's a little flap right here you got to take off. Got to take this plate right here off so that the steering column can come loose. We've got 2 bolts that are down here that hold onto the radiator core support. So now we have all of this out, and hopefully we'll just be able to lift that off in one shot. Alright, so I'm going to be taking this front end apart, and at Harbor Freight they got this cool little tool here, and all you got to do is just stick it right in between there like that, and then tighten the bolt down, and when you do that, that will cause this to close, and then it'll pop the joint right here. So I'll go ahead and pop a couple of joints in the idler arm and the gearbox and stuff, and I'll make that a little bit easier to work with. Alrighty, so we're cruising right along, got our engine tranny out there, so now we're going to pull this front end out, and we're just going to do it in one nice big chunk. So these bars right here, they go back and they go to a cross member, and we unbolted that cross member. You can see the cross member right there. And now we've just got some bolts here. You can see we got some bolts in here. So now we'll get all those, and the whole thing will just drop out, and we'll just pull the whole thing forward. Another little snide remark I was holding for myself was You're getting some shit from Jaime. Jaime, you were obviously more experienced in this, or you're obviously more intelligent than I am in this, so you just figure out whatever you think is fair, and then, yeah, that's what we'll go for. Alright, so our front end's being a little bit of a drag. We got a couple of bolts that won't cooperate that are in here. So we're going to have to take the control arm off so we can get to the other side. Which isn't that big of a deal because we were going to take this apart anyway. It's too damn big to have all together in the shop. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our nifty little tool here. And what you do is you loosen these bolts up. Take your cotter pin out obviously and loosen them up. But still have them on by about 4 or 5 turns. So that when I put this on and I pop that joint right here, then the nut will still catch it and it won't go flying apart radically. It'll be a more controlled situation. So we'll do that on our top and our bottom. Then I'll put a jack under the bottom right here, and then we'll pop all these, take them off the rest of the way, and let it release naturally and easy. Alright, there you go. 2 guys, 5 hours, maybe a little bit more. And everything's ripped apart. So we will get our new suspension tomorrow. And we'll see you all then.